first question, just overall thoughts on this last weekend.
Well, I thought we played a good first half. The one thing that we got to continue to try and work on is we got to play a complete game. I think that there were some opportunities. Obviously, credit Whitworth. It was 14-14. If we could take the third quarter out, I'd feel a lot better. We scored 14 points in 6 minutes in the fourth quarter. The problem is we play four quarters, and that's the one thing as a coach. Coming out of the locker room at halftime in a tight game, tied up, we need to approach the third quarter the same way we did the first quarter, right? So again, there were some positives, but at the end of the day, we're in it to win the game. I got some work to do.
You talked about the third quarter. What was the difference when you got into that quarter?
Well, I think we were flat, quite frankly, and that's on me. I gotta have a pep rally. I gotta do something. I gotta get the marching band going again. We gotta find whatever way that we can to create the energy and show these kids that they need to come out here and they need to believe that they can win. And not just be out here and hey, we're trying to compete. I'm not in it to try and compete. I'm in it to win football games, and I think that's the one message that I gave the team on Sunday is that we have to approach it as, hey, you know what? We believe we can do anything that we set our mind to.
Right. And like you said, there's some good things. Obviously, fourth quarter come down and score back like that. What was the standout moments, players who?
Well, I think a couple things as you're looking at it. There's plays that we want to have back, right? We had the ball again for 79 plays. We had 36 minutes on the clock. It's the big play opportunities that we did not take advantage of, and to be able to look at the fourth quarter and see how our kids fought. They could have rolled over. They didn't, which is a positive, and I expect them to play the same way in the fourth quarter, in the third quarter as they did in the fourth, So, hey, early on, everything was on track. I mean, the offense was moving, and I like the fact that we're keeping our defense off the field. But when we start pushing there in the kind of the end of the third quarter, we created some problems for us, and then that's what we need to be able to take advantage of what they're giving us. This offense is built around running the ball, and we've shown 2 weeks in a row that we've had a difficult time doing so. So those are going to be some key things moving into this next week is to really emphasize being able to do our jobs and to be able to make sure that, hey, it's the best of my ability when I'm doing, it don't matter if you're playing wide receiver, defensive back, linebacker, O-line. Hey, we want to make sure that we're doing our job.
Right. Now you talked about next week, obviously a big matchup. You're opening Frontier Conference play. Number 16 team in the country.
Yeah.
Montana Tech coming off of a win against Division II school in Central Washington.
Yep.
They're 1-1. They lost to Carroll. That just talks about how good the conference is, right? But what's the thoughts heading into this?
The conference is tough, and it's been that way for years, right? So I think that each game that there's opportunity to be had here, right? And we're not taking 10 hours on a bus ride to go up there and, hey, let's play this game. Let's practice this week and go win this game, And I think it's important that, hey, the preseason's done. Hey, these ones are for real now, So we have an opportunity to go and right some wrongs, and I think that's going to be a big deal for us. But at the same time, be able to play 4 quarters of Mountie football, and again, it could be against anybody. I want to see a complete game by our offense. If we're running 70, 75, 80 plays a game, let's crank that up to 90 plays a game, and again, some of the good things that happened last week were 4 for 4 in the red zone, but there were several opportunities that we could have had that would have been 6 for 6, 7 for 7, right? And then just be able to see us continue to progress and make the corrections from that game into this next game, and let's not make the same mistakes, and coach them hard. Hey, praise them when they're doing good, coach them hard when we're not, so nothing really changes with me. I'm going to go out there and we're going to coach and we're going to have fun doing so, but at the same time, I want to see progress made each week, and I think that this is a great opportunity to go up to Butte, Montana, and make that progress.
Right on. Awesome. Last kind of quick question. I know you talked a little bit about the offensive game plan, what you need to get going there defensively, going against a pretty solid team.
Yeah.
And that team, running back Blake Counts, he's averaging over 100 yards. He's a vet. He's coming back. What's the game plan defensively, or what are the thoughts?
Well, I think being able to we don't have a lot of all-stars, but we have a good 11 guys out there, right? And to be able to just do your job, and if you're supposed to hold a gap, right? But at the same time, they got a quarterback that showed a lot of poise against Central Washington, which I thought was really impressive, right? So again, it's going to be able to come down down to do your job. We've been pretty stout against the run, the last couple weeks with how the numbers are coming out. We're just giving up too many yards, right? And I think overall, as you look at it, play the next play. Something great's going to be able to happen. And our defense is better than they're performing right now. And I know that, and you'll see a different defense come out there on Saturday.